Here's your daily reminder that the Democrat Party and woke corporations think black people and brown people are too stupid or too helpless to have a photo ID to vote. Hello once again, all my fellow patriots and you filthy leftist stalkers out there. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Angela Box. You're watching Angela's Soapbox, where I always say what you are thinking. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button, liking or rumbling this video, commenting on this video, and of course sharing this video, especially with your filthy leftist friends, because they truly hate my guts. And for me, that's a badge of honor. You guys, I am dying laughing here because the left thought that their stupid, psychotic leftist judges were going to stop Trump, and they're not going to stop Trump in the end. They're just not. But, you know, I will say this. These leftist judges are throwing monkey wrenches into everything, which is in a way a good thing because it just exposes. Like, they're standing on things that are indefensible. And let's discuss a few, shall we? Okay. All right. Good news, everybody. Donald Trump has sent the military to the border. Huzzah and huzzah. I think every single MAGA person is like, it's about damn time. And they're not sending it to Texas border because I think Trump's like, I feel like Greg Abbott's got that under control, but if you need our help, we can provide help. But he is sending it to the other parts of the border that are run by leftist lunatics, but because it's federal land, Trump has jurisdiction over that. So he's like, I dare you to stop. I dare you to try and stop it. I mean, we know that the next lawsuit is going to be coming any second. And it's like the lawsuits that keep coming fast and furious that are stopped by, that are basically taken up by these leftist judges that are then, you know, showing the American people just how much the left hates us and just how much they continue to defend the indefensible. So over the last week, and I listen, I say this knowing that this will be challenged in court. Like, we know it. You know it, I know it, it'll happen. But again, please continue to defend this crap, leftists, because here's the things that they're defending now. So over last year, Joe Biden and his cronies went in, not just last year, but over the last few years, when they're like, the border's totally secure. Like, what are you talking about? As the entire third world just comes teeming over our border. And we come to find out that a lot of these people were gone, that the Biden administration actually went to other countries like Haiti, like take your pick of any third world hellhole, okay? That they would have no business claiming asylum in the United States, but yet they did, because I think the Biden administration told them this is exactly what you're going to be doing. Went and got a bunch of people from, let's say, Haiti, okay? A couple 100,000 people from Haiti, flew them into red cities, flew them into red states. For like, I don't know how all these Haitians just got into this red town of Springfield, Ohio. You're crazy to say that, culturally speaking, Haitians eat dogs and cats and other pets. Like, that's racist. And it's like, well, there's lots of evidence that they were eating the dogs and eating the cats. And again, how the hell did, what was this beacon in Springfield, Ohio? What was it? The townspeople were like, we really need a bunch of Haitians over here who basically are raised as cannibals and raised in completely culturally batshit ways. Like, we need those people to come over here to culturally enrich our tiny town of Springfield, Ohio. No, obviously not. We now know that the Biden administration was going and bringing these people in. So the Trump administration rightly was trying to exit about 250 of these, quote, asylum seekers who were brought in by the Biden administration in these totally illegal ways. And of course, the federal judge is like, no, you can't. No. And in fact, this one judge, she not only said that this can't be and it shan't be. This is also a lady who's another double bagger like Rashida Tlaib, but I digress. This is also a lady that was like, no. A student a few years ago was walking around, I think it's a Massachusetts judge, because why not bring a jurisdiction case that basically nowhere near jurisdiction of Massachusetts, but sure, let's bring it to Massachusetts judge. Even though, and I've said this in another video, when people that live in states that were victims of election fraud. They're like, no, you don't have standing to bring those cases, but some rando federal judge, like, sure, they've got standing. Anyway, this lady is like, like last year or something like that, she basically fined, or she told a student in Massachusetts who had a shirt on that said there were only two genders, like, no, you can't wear that. No, can't do that, because that would make other people feel unsafe. And so this lady is like, everything that Trump is doing is unconstitutional. Again, how? How is trying to get rid of people who should not have been here in the first place? How is this unconstitutional, people? Like, you're standing for the indefensible. But I think it's great. I think it's wonderful. I think it's wonderful when we see all the pro-Palestine people over the weekend, once again, showing their true colors. Just, you know, trying to stand and deliver for this Mahmoud Khalil guy. They're like, oh, he's just a father. He's just a student. He's on a student visa, and it's so sad that Donald Trump doesn't like brown people and wants to make him leave because he's brown. It's like, no. He has to leave because he's on a student visa. And when you're on a student visa, that means that we, the American people, get to determine if you step out of line at all, you're out. It kind of be like going over to France, and I made this example before, going over to France on a student visa and organizing protests on college campuses and being like, we need to get rid of Emmanuel Macron. Like, he's a garbage human. Like, off with his head. And you think that the French government and the EU would be like, get him out. Like, of course they would. They would do it. You wouldn't be able to blink twice and you'd be gone. Your student visa would be revoked. So Donald Trump is well within his rights to revoke the student visa of this terrorist sympathizer, Mahmoud Khalil. And this one judge also said, was like, you have to prove what he was doing. It's like, no, actually, they do not have to prove what he was doing. If he did anything that would make it so that he should not be here, if you're promoting Hamas, no, that means your student visa is revoked. Like, it's so obvious and so simple that even some leftists have to understand this. So that's why they're trying to distract you, saying, oh, these poor families, all these families are just being ripped apart by all these mean Trump officials who just want to deport all the gardeners and nannies. It's like, well, we'll get to them. But the people who are being deported right now are the worst of the worst criminals. And so leftists, you're totally cool. I mean, this is what you're cool with, and this is what these judges are doing, and this is what they're proving to the American people, that you are totally cool with illegal aliens or people on student visas, promoting Hamas, killing people, raping people, child sex trafficking, drug cartelling, like all the things that they're doing, gangs and everything like that. Like, these are your people now. And these are the people who you are going to the mat for. These are the people that the fight oligarchy people and the pro-Gaza people and the pro-Palestinian people are going to the mat for, which is wonderful, ladies and gentlemen. So I hope that they don't stop these things. As I said in another video, I really hope that these little rallies that they've been having the last 2 weekends, I hope that they continue. I mean, there's kind of unlimited money from these leftist billionaires, these oligarchs who they claim to hate oligarchy. There seems to be unlimited funds for these rallies to go on, and these rallies to be organized, and these signs to all just be printed out, and they look like they have these pre-printed signs, and there seems to be unlimited funds for those things. So I say just keep it up every weekend. Continue to show the American people truly how much you are the enemy of the American people, and how you are the enemy of sanity, how you are the enemy of good, how you are the enemy of the American family and the American worker. Please continue to go to the mat for these people, I beg of you, because it makes our job a lot easier, ladies and gentlemen. It really does. All right, that's where I'm going to leave this video. Let me know what you think down below, and I will see you in the next one. I will be done. Bye.